the Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Ebro, it is Laura, and it is Rosenberg on the Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg show.
Hi, guys.
Don't do it. Oh, no, it's Friday. We can do it. I think a Thought Friday is different, like almost like a special thing. You're right. It's Friday. We're allowed to do it.
Yo, is he out of control with like where we hit the intro, where the
It's
beat
part of the
comes
game
in?
now, because I know you're just going to blatantly disrespect me, even
Well,
if
look,
I did have a good opinion.
I run intros as outros.
You do. Now, let me ask you a question, though. Because, you know, I feel like it's been a few weeks.
Yeah. I love how the beat dropped right there.
Yeah, it was fire. How do you feel about our very limited and small background items we've had behind Laura? Have you been cool with it?
No. I'm glad you brought that up.
It bothers you?
You don't like it?
I think it's the laziest thing, and it's just lazy.
So, like, there should be more?
It's just lazy. There's like one side of the room has it, and then one side of the room doesn't. So when it goes to Laura, there's something, and then when it goes to Rosenberg,
let me see my shot.
God.
So there's only a camera, though. You mean like if I had something above the camera?
Something. It's just all lazy.
Damn, I just thought he'd say something good.
No,
like
I was actually keeping my mouth shut about it.
Well, you know what? You should have stuck with it, because I think it looks great.
Why'd you ask?
Because I thought you'd agree, truthfully. And the other day when we had the Rosenthals in when you were gone, and Eric's a little bit taller than Laura, so like the shot was up and you saw like fully. I thought it looked really good.
So you're calling Laura short now too?
I mean, compared
calling
to
a spade a spade.
You want to raise your seat up?
No, I'm fine.
How about this?
All right.
I'm just searching for things.
By the way, this is Family Friday.
So this is perfect.
This is all family stuff, your emails, all the things. I even have a surprise for Rosenberg this week, who has not seen your video intros that many of the FOTs have sent over. Because on the YouTube channel, when we run like, kind of best of the week content.
I've seen like one or two.
Yeah, there's people who actually are like, yo, here's what you missed. And they're FOTs.
Yeah, I know. I remember hearing the idea. I thought it was a great idea.
But you haven't seen them.
I've seen one or two. I saw Bascom's from the hospital. I saw one or two.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we have some others to bring the people joy if y'all haven't seen them as well, which I find interesting.
But since it's Family Friday, it's a good time to bring it up. Ebro, I find it hard. The reason I asked Laura is I like to see if Ebro will give credit for things maybe working out well. You'll get credit. If you do something good, you will get credit for it.
Oh, here we go.
It's the nature of the relationship.
Everybody hates me, Rosenberg. Here we go. We need music for this.
He's definitely cooked me before.
I need some sort of theme song.
I'm not saying he won't cook you also, but he's apt to be nicer to you. Whereas for me, it's more like backhanded. We're sick of what you talk about. Stop talking about yourself.
That's right.
All you do is talk too much. The other day, what was his slick talk the other day was that I just didn't feel like arguing back with. Well, how did he bring it up? He was like, but people don't complain about the fact that you're a bad coworker or whatever he said. Remember when he said that?
Oh my God, I didn't.
And I was, yes, you did.
Why did you say that?
Well, time for
a
game of Laura Never Listens.
Well, it was under the context of him being late all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, but what was it? It was about me like getting into someone at work. Although, can I just say something? Again, no one gets credit for doing your job, right? I raised my kids.
That's right.
I raised my kids.
I paid my rent.
I just want to say, I knock on the biggest piece of wood. I have not been late for one of our shows.
No.
Like, you've never had to start the show and I'm running it. That has not happened. And we're a couple of months in. That goes back to literally December 15th when I was doing it from home. I took this serious. I was like, I'm not going to start our new thing and have Ebro banging the desk. So when I get here, it's like, we're trying to do a new thing. That's why you can't have anything. Like academics said, you were fired because you're incompetent.
That's right.
I mean, he said that about you, but it's implied for me also. Anyways, so I wanted to see if Ebro would give credit to the background. He's not going to. He's not doing that.
He doesn't like it.
How about this? Will you give credit for bringing Chase to the table, who's been very good with our merch design?
Oh, Chase is fire out here.
Yeah. A backpacker, old school Juan Ep
Love
nerd
Chase, yes.
who's getting it. Hit me up yesterday and was like, yo, what's up? What's the next design? Let's go.
You have to send me his info.
I'm going to send you his info.
Chase gets a bomb.
And his fiance is a big fan, so we need to get the merch to
Chase
them.
gets a pat on the back.
People care about a slap on the back.
And they get an air horn. I mean, that's the trifecta.
But hold on, Ebro's really the one who deserves to be in family court this week. That was just a warm-up.
Okay. Do we need? Wait, hold up. Okay.
No, you want to play the serious music?
Family Court on Ebro.
This just in.
Rosenberg.
This is live on Family Fridays. Ebro sends weirdo to WWE event and messes up and risks Peter getting trouble with executives at WWE. What could go wrong? We'll tell you on Fought Friday. Yo, Ebro hits us up in our little group chat.
Okay.
And is like, he doesn't ask for much very often.
He does not.
And if he ever asks, it's usually for him. Like, hey, I'm going to take East City, blah, blah. Hits me up and says, yo, you got anything for tonight? Sorry to do this. Very polite. Sorry to do this. You got anything for tonight? I'm like, this was back on Monday. I said, I've been saying no to everyone because it's very hard these days.
Yeah, it's not
and
the
the ESPN suite was full. I didn't get access to the ESPN suite. And he was like, all right, forget it then. I went, oh, wait, no, you know what? I forgot. I have one more plug. Let me ask my one more plug. Turned out that plug was a no, too. And I forgot to get back to Ebro. He gets on a flight. I don't hear from him again.
Well, and mind you, sidebar, the individual who was asking for the tickets, I hit them immediately and was like, yo, I'm getting on a flight. This ain't going to happen.
Okay.
Not looking good.
Noted.
No, it's not happening.
You said that?
Yes.
You're sure?
Let me look.
Okay.
Let's see the verbiage you use. 'Cause I think that's important, Laura.
Okay.
I never hit him back, which is my bad, right? And normally, Ebro and I would be on a good page about this. I forgot to hit him back, but I never thought about it again. And knowing Ebro, if he never heard back from me, he's taking that as an L. Like he's just keeping it moving. I go to the show.
I said tickets. Oh, I did say ticks are unlikely, but we're trying.
Okay. I mean, you were trying.
But that's
you
it.
Were trying.
And I tried, and we failed. I should have gotten back to Ebro. I didn't.
Okay, but never a confirmation on his side.
No, not at all.
So
day continues. I continue to do my thing. I go to Raw. I'm not working, mind you, at Raw. I'm just hanging out. I'm pressing flesh to see my bosses, say hello to people, whatever. And I asked for tickets for me and Stat Guy Greg, my awesome co-host on
That's right.
Cheap Heat, who rarely asks. They gave us great seats, saw our good friend Lin-Manuel Miranda, had a great time, whatever. I'm sitting in my wonderful seats that WWE was nice enough to give me since I asked my bosses for them, and I get a text from Sue, my person who handles all of my stuff at WWE. She's like, hey, do you know a so-and-so? He's at Will Call and says he's your +1.
Oh.
I went, I don't know who you're talking about. No. Let me go look. I checked my emails because we had given away some tickets at ESPN. I said maybe it was a contest winner who didn't get their tickets. Checked all the names. Nope, it was not a contest. I said, ma'am, Sue, I love you. I have no idea who this is. Proceed. 2 minutes later, Justin, who is the head of all ticketing for WWE, texts me. You have a guy at Will Call who says he's with you? I said, Sue just hit me about this. I do not know who this person is. Send them on their way. And then I went, what about Ebro's friend?
Oh, my God.
And this is like family, by the way. This is
beyond friend.
Yeah, this is like,
super close.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've definitely met him.
Absolutely.
And had good, I like him.
You've known him 15 years.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I just didn't recognize his full government name when you sent
Probably
it to me.
not, no.
Uh-huh.
And you didn't send it to me.
I didn't. I
It's
never
not like
gave you his name.
never get. So that's why. So just to be clear, I respect Ebro enough where I go, could it have been Ebro? Nah, he never gave me a name, an email, a phone number. Who would do that in a ticket situation? Right. We know that we've been hooking people up with tickets our whole life. We know how this works.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, I move on with my life. The night ends. I look at my Instagram requests to see, I forget what I was looking for, if someone had tagged me in something else. I took a picture with someone, whatever. And I see someone had tagged me in a story. And I go look, and it's this name. And I'm like, this name, I think, who tagged me in a video from the stands in MSG, I think this is the name of Ebro's friend. He posted a video of me just like standing. Like he filmed me from a distance.
Like a stalker.
Bro, if someone had said they were out to get me and they posted this video, this is the video I show to the police, Laura.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's literally the type of video where it's like, see, I could get you anytime.
That's what it was. It was I could touch. You could get touched. It was a you could get touched video. And I'm like, and then I looked up and I Googled his guy, and it's and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So what the
Well,
hell
mind
happened?
you, Rosenberg had texted me. I'm flying. I have the Wi-Fi on the flight because I'm doing emails or whatever. And he had texted me like, yo, could this have been your boy? That's how you even tied together that and confirmed and went and looked at the video.
Yes.
Mind you, the only reason I made this ask was because my boy hadn't seen his son in months because of the mom and baby mama drama and whatever. So he had hit me like, yo, I'm picking, which I call him my nephew. He's picking my nephew up from school. And I'm
Yes.
like, oh, y'all getting
That's
this
good.
right. Boom. You think, and he's like, he's not even into wrestling. He
Right.
takes his son to the Knicks games all the time. So they go to Knicks games.
So he thought this would be a fun activity.
So he was just like, yo, I think my son is into this. It's something we could do together,
Right.
impromptu. I'm getting him on a day. He's on I think he's going on spring break.
Yeah.
I may not see my son again because of how him and the mom are for dumb long. So that's why I even put the request in. Normally, a day of request,
Yeah, you say
me
no.
getting on a flight,
Yeah.
bruh,
Yeah.
you're playing yourself. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to check my text. I had hit him back like, this ain't live, bro, in Miami where you could just like finagle. This is the Garden. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's also not like a Knicks game where a lot of people know people at the Knicks. It's you could kind of get into a Knicks game. WWE operates a little different
What's
than
their own thing?
concerts, Knicks, all that. Like, I don't know if anybody knows, but WWE is actually harder to get into than a Knicks game.
It could be.
Like,
I mean,
on a hookup.
on a hookup, yes.
You can buy aftermarket tickets.
Sure. And I think tickets dropped on Monday night towards the end, and I guess he just ended up copping.
No, he just bought tickets.
So, long story short, at first I thought, I was like, Ebro, you're...
No, he's a weirdo. I hit him back. I was like, yo, this is weirdo behavior. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I said, this is bro's job.
Yeah, this is my job. Like,
It's not like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
a concert where you're just like, yo, I know the so
I'm asking the manager.
Yo, finesse your way in.
No, it made it to executive, and that's how the company is. They're very buttoned up these days. It runs up the ladder.
And bro, I got the longest text about how I go to Knicks games all the time, and the girl at Will Call thought, she would just check just in case.
Oh,
because I see her all the time, and I bought tickets anyway. I don't know why you trying to play me like
No,
I was trying to play
no.
Rosenberg.
I didn't say that.
And I
No.
was like, yo, shut up.
Anyways,
You got executives at bro's job where it's hard to get tickets, and of course people don't know the dynamics. Like,
no, that it's,
WWE just got bought by a new company.
Right.
And so a lot of people don't know when these new venture capitalist companies come in and take over things are mad tight because they're scrutinizing every nickel and dime. And it ain't, I don't even work at WWE.
But
so
you're
I'm
just guessing.
guessing. This ain't like when Vince was there and, it was
you are
like a mom and
guessing
pop shop.
accurately, my friend. Yo, when I didn't even work there, prior to me working there in the old regime 15 years ago, my first bachelor party, 2012, for my first marriage, went to WrestleMania. I was a radio personality on Hot 97 who showed them mad love. It was in Miami, The Rock and John Cena. They gave me, for my bachelor party, I think I got 15 tickets to WrestleMania, bro.
In Miami.
If I wrote an email right now and asked someone for 15 tickets to WrestleMania, I'm not kidding, I would probably receive a phone call from Nick Khan himself going,
my God.
yo, have you lost your fucking mind? Sorry, kids. Have you lost? Are you okay? Should we be worried about you?
You need a mental health eval.
So, yeah, things change over time.
Well, and,
it was very funny, though.
people
I'm sure
don't
you
know
have
that.
this happen at Apple, though, where people are like, yo, just give me an iPad.
No.
But you can't get me a thing?
Oh, no, it happens all the time. And guess what I say? That's why Apple's successful.
Yeah.
Because we all buy they give nothing away for free.
They don't
Bro,
give you iPads loose.
I'm not getting an Apple Music subscription for free.
Yeah, it's not how it goes. It's
You know
not
how many
it
people
goes.
ask me in my family, hey, can you hook me up? Can I ask Ebro? Ask him for what? I had to pay for my own laptop. Why would I ask for you if I had to pay for my own laptop?
Nah, bro. I get it. Like at Hot back in the day. Yeah, listen, I get you a T-shirt back when we used to have T-shirts.
But I do think it's listen, for you out there, right? Because even like, my lady Jazz, she's got her own businesses or whatever. And we have this convo all the time because, the hookup, getting something for free, right, is something that, it's commonplace culturally, right? But if you notice, individuals that are really successful and successful businesses, their family members and community buy stuff.
Yes, 100%.
And that, by the way, and I'm bringing this up as we dovetail into all of the people who have bought mugs and bought T-shirts and bought Patreon subscriptions and jump in the super chat. The reason we're able to have this studio pay the individuals who are getting paid, because there's individuals who are not getting paid, and we appreciate you as well. But to pay the individuals who are getting paid, who don't have any other revenue streams, is because you guys are all willing to actually pay.
Yep.
And can pay. Because we realize that some people can't.
And I would like to footnote that there was a time when things were a lot looser, and I would literally meet listeners of ours who would say to me, Rosenberg, I've listened to you for years and years. My kid loves WWE. Anything you could do? And I many times would give complete strangers just tickets. I'd be like, yo, those days sadly are over. Yeah. Those are not.
It's a wrap now.
It's a wrap.
Now, for those of you who can continue to contribute, here's the cool piece.
Here we go.
We hopefully will get to the point where we can take some of that money and buy WWE tickets and then give them to y'all.
That would be great.
Or buy tickets to concerts and then give. Now, shout to all the artists who show love to our show and have offered us to do giveaways for concerts, which all that.
Nah, we just heard you, Ebro. It's too late. The internet already heard you saying it's rough for us out here.
Hard. We can't
quiet.
book anyone.
No. Real talk. You know what that was from? That was from one conversation with somebody I've known for a long time. It was like, yo, can you send me a sheet on the show? And I was like,
you said that. Do I know this person?
Sheet? Yes. You've known. I mean,
Now I'm
we've
curious.
done reality shows with this person.
I'm like,
No.
And I love you, Mona, but she was like, yo, send me a sheet on the show.
Mona. You're making me go Tony Danza.
Which,
Mona.
by the way,
every now and then I go into the hell of Twitter because I stopped for my mental health. And I'm like, people just love to be negative and make up ish and like just hate on us.
No, and if you give them a little something.
So interesting. Yeah, a little bit. They're like,
yeah. And you guys will all know the E and E, bro, if you haven't learned, if you've been watching for a long time, stands for exaggeration and entertainment. Or exaggeration for the sake of entertainment.
Yeah, the other day on the show, on Don Hahn and Rosenberg, I said something and someone corrected me, and I dropped an Ebroism that had not been familiar. I heard Alan pop for it when I was like, "Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story." That's one of the classic Ebro lessons of all time. But you do need to remember it. He will exaggerate for the sake of a story.
right.
I mean, listen, man, we're in entertainment. I don't know.
Hit the button.
Whoops, wrong button.
Damn it.
God.
Yeah.
We're in the entertainment business.
Goddamn right. Do you remember when Mona Scott hit me up at the end of our reality show and was like, hey, so, it didn't work out. We just didn't do the one season, move forward. But we were talking about whether, you and your wife might be interested in doing something.
I remember this.
And I was like, nah, I just know how reality shows and marriages go and blah, blah, blah. And I just want to turn around and say, yo, we got divorced anyway, and I didn't get a reality show. Hit the button. Come on.
Congratulations, you played
well,
yourself.
At least could have gotten a bag.
Well,
some people randomly find because there's our show is on YouTube.
No, not really. It's on Amazon.
Oh well, I saw.
You saw a clip?
Clips.
There are a couple of clips, but
pretty big clips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Because the full I bought it just to have it so it wouldn't go away in theory. I bought it on Amazon and downloaded it. The whole 8 episodes.
Well, I want to hit us with the congratulations also.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Because when we did the Hot 97 reality show, right? And it's Family Matters. Great time.
Great show, right, Bascom? It was good. Thank you.
People were so upset that they were like, this ain't real. And at the time, I remember being like, do you guys think reality? Because people really do believe marketing works, man.
Yeah.
Marketing mother effing works because the word real is in reality TV. But they also know it's not real. Think about that. People knew then that reality TV was, quote, scripted.
Yes.
Would get mad at the editing of reality TV and be like, yo, I can't believe they edited it like that. This is scripted. This ain't real. I know, whatever. But then would be so invested that they think it's real. Think about the level of crazy and insane that is. And then when we rolled out with something that was clearly dry humor and not real, They were mad that it wasn't real.
Yeah, I never understood it. I still struggle.
No, some things are just crazy.
And we've talked about this ad nauseum over the years, but it's a bummer that people were in that mindset because they could have enjoyed.
No, but it worked.
It was a moment in time.
Guys, the only reason that even happened was because Hot 97 could not afford marketing.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason that happened was because A, Hot 97 got paid.
Yeah,
to do that.
Made money.
And B, couldn't afford marketing that far back. And we knew by people talking about the brand and it being on television every week that we would get a pop in the ratings that were coming for Nielsen.
Yeah.
Not TV ratings.
No, for radio.
Radio ratings.
Did that work? Was that
Yes.
It was effective.
1,000%. Because remember, it landed in our ratings in our big marketing windows.
Right.
Our big marketing windows in most our radio is between mid-Feb, late Feb, let's call it March, and all the way to June. And then you got the summer, what they call like the summer book, and then you have the fall, and then you have holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second marketing window is always like mid-August, September, all the way kind of through like Halloween, Thanksgiving, right? Because the other things are like big vacation periods, whatever. And those are your big radio marketing windows. I don't know what TV's doing. But it worked.
It was Laura's. It was basically when you started the station, right? Like a year or two after.
Yeah, I was fairly new.
Oh, but you were new to the morning show.
Yes, new to the morning.
You had just started the morning show.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
That was one of the storylines early on.
Yes. We had Macklemore. Kanye was on the show.
Yeah.
Coco.
Yeah.
Who else?
Kim Kardashian was on it.
For a second.
With Angie for a second.
For a sec.
Yeah. Iggy Azalea did a good episode with us.
Was Mike Tyson on it?
Tyson did a full episode. No, Tyson was a full story arc with me. That's one of the joys of my life. I swear to you, it was one of the joys of my life. That me and Mike, there's like an episode that the storylines about me and Mike Tyson. It's amazing. So it's a pretty well done show. Go check it out on Amazon Prime if you're bored this weekend.
Nah, but yo, listen.
It was called This Is
Bro,
Hot
Angie
97.
did not want to do that joint. Flex did not want to do that joint. Like, yo, I hated it. And they were like, yo, can you get Kanye? And remember the whole bit with Kanye? He was like, he walks in, he's like, I don't do.
That's all he said was one line.
I don't do reality
That was a
TV.
very meta thing because it was about the show.
Right.
That was an episode about the show.
Right.
Yeah, I was house shooting that. Remember, we were doing mornings. We would fall asleep everywhere. We were like in corners, like
because we were there all day. Because
Yes.
shoots would be all day long. We'd finish the morning show, hang out. They'd be like, oh, they're going to be here at 12:31. That would be later, by the way. You could end up being there literally for 12 hours.
No, my favorite part is when they were trying to pin us against each other at the beginning, and we're like, "What? No, I got to really work with this person, and I like this person."
Oh yeah, when
no.
before they kind of accepted that what it was going to be.
Yes.
They were going with like the same route they did.
Yes.
Love
Love
and hip hop.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it was like, no, let's just.
And by the way,
storyboard
that's what
this.
people want.
Yes.
People want, even if, going back to my original point, even if it's fake, people want real conflict.
Yo, I remember being in the interview area, right? And they were like, "So, I mean, what if you could get Angie's spot? How would you feel about that?" I'm like, "I don't want Angie's spot. I love her." They're like, "Yeah, but let's just pretend." They were just trying to bait me so they could get a soundbite. And I was like, "Nope."
Yeah, and that's
everything is great.
That's probably why they had to give up and which worked for us. Yeah. And then they were like, "How about we just do it the way we want to do it?" And it turned out to be a lot of fun.
And they would put me in the meetings like, "Hey, can you help us?" And I'll be like, "Sure, I'll talk to them." In the back of my mind, I just want this episode to come out so the logo's on TV and people tune in tomorrow. I don't give a shit. Oh, excuse my language. I don't give a damn about what y'all got going on.
The HR episode with Pat Robinson in it, our actual HR person. Were you in that, Bascom? You're not. Which one were you in? Yeah, he was when he was huddled around the. That was a big moment when you were huddled around the intern desk. I remember that.
Remembers it.
It was a big moment for the show. No, the HR episode though is funny. That is, there's some legitimately good stuff.
Anyway, good times.
Not according to the internet. It was all trash.
Yes.
All right, where are we going?
Let's go. Let's get some emails. Okay, family.
I've been thinking a lot about this song, Rosenberg, since a week ago. Was it a week ago when you were talking about that and Blue Eyed Soul?
And you
Yacht
think it's a
Rock?
white guy pretending to be black, and now you're mad at the song. That's
No.
my prediction.
It's a great prediction.
Thank you.
But no.
Okay.
I don't really consider that real yacht rocky soul.
Who said that?
Well, no, but even the sound of it feels more Huey Lewis to me.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He said that about DuckTales.
Oh, DuckTales.
Yeah,
That's what I'm confused.
Life is like the hurricane.
A little bit. It's
in
poppy.
the-
But also what it had me think it was, do you know Charlie Puth?
Yeah.
I mean, you know who he is, but do you know him?
Personally?
Yeah, you guys don't know each other? I don't
No.
know. He's from Jersey, but so I don't know. And your new show.
I know he's been making. I saw
He has
made-
a song with Kenny Loggins and
yeah,
Michael
and Michael
McDonald.
Yeah, I know.
But he's also fire with just songwriting and the whole thing. Might be some Charlie, if you're out there.
Well, I
gotta
gotta
tag Charlie.
I'd have to ask Ronson what Ronson's deal is with Charlie Puth.
Got it. Yeah, I forgot Ronson's involved. Yeah.
Yeah. Ronson's the music guy for this show.
That's right.
Knowing Ronson, I'm sure they're good.
Yeah.
I'm yet to meet, ask him about someone.
But he's the main Ronson would make the call on the music.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
We're gonna leave it. Listen. I know a thing or
No,
two.
that's enough. You said enough.
Decided to leave
You
it
should
with
stop
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
the
You should
Oscar.
stop. I think you should stop talking.
Grammy.
You should probably.
Just
Now, another question for you both. Can family matters, our family, like personal family, and our extended family, FOTS of the show, family of the show, all be one segment where we're reading emails, talking about our personal family, and doing voice notes all together? Is it all family matters?
kinda. You're saying Laura's rolling her eyes. So
No, you don't love it.
No, but I'm like, in a way, that's what we do.
No, but we kind of separate our stories from like
the emails,
the
and stuff.
emails.
Yeah.
Like we do it as separate segments.
Okay.
Whereas it could all just fit
Or it
into
could all
one
just be
umbrella.
like intro, boom, here's me and Selassie. Yo, Laura, you got an email. You know what I mean?
I like it, especially on days like today when we don't have any voice notes. I think it makes a lot of sense.
But we do have video intros from the FOTS.
Oh, we got them?
ELR
This is
me.
family. Here we go.
Okay, this is.
Show me some.
Rasan, you got something? Rosenberg hasn't seen these.
All right,
Fire
And
them up.
maybe y'all out there haven't seen them either.
And I'll judge them even though you didn't ask me to.
Okay.
Well, that's why I'm showing them to you, because I knew you were going to.
Here we go.
Or make fun of the people and ruin the fact that they love our show.
Yeah.
You know how you do.
Good morning, Goonie Goons. Wake up, man. Have no fear. You know your boy Hot Rod Rick is here, man. Y'all know me from Whitish Wednesday. Feel me, Mr. Loved and Hated.
Blazing out of his
The
mind
GOAT.
right now. Look at
Nah. Listen to me. Y'all on me. This right here is a rewind of what happened on yesterday's episode of Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg.
Ah, go ahead, Hot Rod.
You saw
This
his
is
shirt?
Stuart from the UK,
shirt.
and you are watching or listening
Stuart.
to the Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg show. This is worldwide, baby. Every day, 8 o'clock. Don't forget to set your alarms and subscribe. Here is what you've missed.
Yo, pause it. That's
Yeah.
no. I didn't want all three back to back.
Nah, chill.
Rasan.
All right.
Chill,
I just wanted
Bascom.
one at a
Chill,
time.
chill.
Okay.
But yo, my man right there from the UK,
Yeah, Stuart.
with his little track jacket on,
Yeah.
definitely going to the docks to pick up a pack. You saw
That's
he
what
was
it looks
walking
like.
through a parking lot.
No, it's crazy.
He was-
or someone might have just caught a body right there.
He actually might have just thrown somebody in the river right there. You saw my man?
No, that was crazy. The hours, the light.
He had brass knuckles in his
That's
pocket.
wild, bro.
That was a guy. That was a little like what is that called?
It's giving soccer hooligan.
Giving Guy Ritchie film.
It's giving Guy Ritchie. It is.
Oh man, shout out to Stuart.
All
Now,
right.
over to the emails. Ebro Laura Rosenberg at Gmail. Laura, what you got?
Okay. Let me see. Dear Ebro, Laura Rosenberg, and producer Griff, I've followed you guys for years and will happily continue to do so. I most recently ordered an ELR sweatshirt and would love if there was any way my sweatshirt could get signed by you guys. I
Okay.
turned 40 last Saturday.
Hey, happy birthday.
And asked for a shout out on the super chat on Friday, LOL.
Okay.
But I would love if my shirt could get autographed. I realize it's a big ask, but I figured I'd test my luck. I've been sending emails since December 2, so keep up the fantastic work. Well, listen, we've gotten multiple requests for this.
For what? Signed
For
shirts?
Autographed shirts, yeah. So I think I'll bring some in. We'll knock some out.
Why don't we just do an event soon? Isn't it just time to plan an event
I
Yeah.
was thinking about that.
Yeah, we should do that too.
soon? Like, even if it's a small, a low-key chill thing that we think is like a good place to do it, and then people can bring their stuff.
Is there a world? Because I don't feel like sitting around signing all y'all stuff. So no disrespect.
None taken.
and you do the kind of you know a little bit about the autograph world. Why can't we just print the autograph on the shirt?
Oh my God, that's not how it works, bro. I'll bring them in, sign them, and just don't worry, guys.
Pascal, can you get
Don't
my eye
worry.
roll, please?
I'll get it done.
But speaking of purchase, I want to shout out Mike purchased a mug, so he wants a shout out. He says, add a shout out for yesterday's mug purchase. Been a loyal listener for 14 years. Love seeing all of our momentum after the last situation. Greatly inspirational. He predicts that other radio personalities are going to be trying to do this with their next move. And he also has a name for these events, Rosenberg, that you speak.
Oh, okay.
Farewell, We Back tour.
If we go on tour, that's what it is.
Or Bitch, We Back. LOL tour.
Listen, I told y'all, I talked to my man Peter about a tour of some sort. If we were to pick our like prime markets, that's what we need to figure out. We need to find a good way, maybe through Patreon. Maybe Patreon would be the way to find out like where people are, because I know we have access.
YouTube has
to that.
a map. YouTube has a
map too.
We could geo-target, and there's also we can
also.
out.
By the way, we could also figure. I mean, I can make a guess. Probably
You
at the
think
main.
it's tri-state?
Well, I think it's big tri-state.
All right.
Los Angeles,
The biggest markets.
the biggest markets, the Bay, maybe Houston. Like I would be curious about that. Like where beyond the coastal elites
What about
do we do?
Portland, where Lori's writing?
No,
in from?
Portland. We definitely have love.
You know what I'm saying? She says,
You don't want to go to Portland. It's very dangerous.
I love Portland. Lived there for a couple of years. She says she was SOL when she missed the show, and she loves the fact that she could catch up.
Oh, because we now have the full
Yeah.
episodes minus commercials?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
And she also wants to know what we're reading currently. Books, magazines, news outlets, audio, of course. Side note, when you first started the show at home, the books in the crevice behind Ebro's head made me so angry.
No, it was crazy. It looked so nuts for a guy who like will complain about cool hip-hop stuff in the background looking clean. This guy had books wedged into a little crevasse that was driving people bonkers.
Really?
Oh, they hated it.
I didn't know. Why didn't you guys tell me how to move them?
I forgot. I didn't think about it.
I was just broadcasting from home. I didn't really put that much thought into it.
You know, it's hard when no one wants to go on your show and you don't have a studio and you're broadcasting from home.
She says now she's across the country. She can support us. I'd love to hear you guys talk about your favorite local spots that you enjoy, even though they can't afford to pay for advertising.
Oh, okay. All right.
And she also wants to say, hit the button on ourselves. This is from a show a while ago. Apologies.
We talked about Team
the
USA
episode.
winning the gold medal,
Yeah, the women.
but the women had won it in 98,
That's right.
2018, and 2026.
That's right. So, yeah, Laura, you're right. We should hit the button on ourselves because
Yes,
we should have bigged up the
yes.
ladies.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
All right, go ahead, Rosenberg. What you got, fam, bam?
All right. Hey, ELR fam, regarding the conversation about whitewashing the live-action remakes of Moana and Aladdin, just want to give a quick shout-out to young Issa for having the foresight to question whitewashing in film and TV. That's young Issa right there.
Shout out to Issa Yael.
It is something many people of color eventually come to recognize because of how common it is. We've seen this happen over and over again. While it can be exhausting to constantly view the world through is this racist or colorist lens, parentheses, yes, Rosenberg, this is partly for you, but you're my guy, so don't take it personally. I know you already get this. The awareness is often necessary. It reflects conditioning we've all absorbed from society. Take, for example, the Afro-Latina Zoe Saldana being cast as Nina Simone, then basically being put in blacker face to appear darker.
If you didn't see this movie and you missed it, it's because it wasn't heavily promoted. I watched it, and yes, they put prosthetics and darker makeup on Zoe Saldana so that she could be Nina Simone's complexion.
To which the emailer then follows up and says, are we really supposed to believe there wasn't an actor who more closely resembled Nina Simone and could have been cast instead? Truly a what the F moment. Or more recently in the 2025 live-action Lilo and Stitch, didn't know that happened, where a thin, light-skinned Eurasian woman was, you don't hear Eurasian every day. You know what I'm saying?
It's underused.
It's and understood. Because I can never quite, Eurasian. means?
Eurasia is right between Europe and Asia. So that would be the stands, like all of the
stands.
Slavic
Yeah.
Sorry, the stands?
areas. Turkey, I think it would be Eurasia.
Okay, knowing us, we're getting this wrong.
Persians and that kind of,
so
Iran, what they call
Middle
the
East?
Middle East
What they-
almost sometimes is Eurasia.
I just thought Asian and white.
See, I told you. I knew.
Well,
I
no,
knew.
it is. That's
Kind of,
right
yeah.
too.
Light-skinned Eurasian woman was cast to play Lanny, a character who is notoriously dark-skinned and thick in the cartoon. And these are just a couple of examples. There are countless others going back to the early 1900s and well into today. When it comes down to it, many studios still see proximity to whiteness as more digestible and marketable, which, as we all know, is BS. Shout out to Ryan Coogler and MBJ on their Oscar wins. In multi-billion-dollar production houses like Disney, no way these decisions are accidental. That's what she has to say.
Eurasia, conveniently divided from Africa by the Suez Canal, so that's Egypt. And by the Ural Mountains, Ural River, Caspian Sea, Caucasus Mountains, Black Sea, Turkish Straits.
Okay.
So all of that area would be Eurasia.
Well, by the way, she's 100% correct. And just to be clear, even though I know she wasn't like coming at me, sometimes I do like go like, wow, really? Because A, I haven't seen the movie, and B, I'm just kind of like trying to push the conversation forward. But yes, this is obviously something that happens all the time. I'm also not hip yet. I did not know till we had that conversation that there had been like 25 live action remakes over the last few years.
Yeah.
I did not even know.
You will now that Maya's here.
And I just want to say in advance of it, I'm not saying they won't be good. But my very limited foray into the cartoons, I think I'm good. Kind of like the cartoons.
No, some of the live actions are fire.
I mean, I'm sure they'll be.
I'm not disagreeing.
But do I need them? Like
No.
these cartoons are a nice
No.
They allow you to do cartoons allow you to do a lot of stuff. And
Yes.
I don't know. I like these cartoons so far.
No, and take it from somebody who's watched a lot of them.
Like mostly the cartoons are better. Some are really good. But mostly the cartoons are better.
Like I like Aladdin, but I do like Aladdin live action better.
New segment. I just hit me right now. Write it down, folks. Ebro's cartoon movie and like children's movie reviews needs to be a thing.
Okay.
Because the man has an opinion, a strong opinion on nearly every Disney product over the last 20 years.
Because he started way before us.
Yeah.
Issa.
No, he's in it.
Ebro's animation. I'm trying to find
Conversation.
alliteration.
Ebro's animation conversation.
Oh.
He's got thoughts, people.
Oh.
All right, let's go. You want to do another email or?
While we're on it, make sure y'all this weekend check out
Here we go.
Abominable.
You mentioned Abominable already. Okay, I'm gonna get there.
Haven't seen it yet.
All right, go ahead.
Y'all ever watch the Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No.
The Wes Anderson cartoon?
No.
I want to. I like Wes Anderson.
Yeah, he has a cartoon.
I never
gotta
knew
check
that.
You didn't
it
know that?
out.
With a lot of big names in it. I think it's
on
sort of like a mix of for kids and adults.
Oh, cool.
But I've never seen it. I just heard it was fantastic.
All right.
No pun intended.
Laura, what you got on the email?
Okay. Here we go. This is from Marlon. He says, "I'm gonna keep this quick." 1, real late. I didn't mean to breeze past how much I love real late. I was just trying to keep my last email short so I actually get read. Honestly,
Marlon.
real late needs to be on the platform at least once a week. All right.
It will be. Very, very soon. And I really, truly appreciate that sentiment.
Yes. Number 2, Laura. Hearing you talk about your feelings regarding these guys, especially when you were spitting out about DJ John, actually choked me up. This is exactly why we need women on this planet. I love you, boo. Rosenberg. When you were introducing Validate Me, I genuinely thought it was about you are about to announce a podcast on sex addiction, and I immediately rolled my eyes. But when you explain it's about universal need for validation, I was like, my end, spot on. I've calculated that it's perfect for at least 33.3% of society.
There you go, Marlon.
I wonder why he immediately rolled his eyes. And that speaks, I guess, to my problem with the term sex addiction. I just think it's the worst terminology.
Well, yeah, because he immediately likely rolled his eyes because he's like, really, we're doing another podcast about sex?
Right, and people hear sex addiction, it's like, nah, I just can't stop smashing my guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe he's on the other side where he's, well, nah, not the way he says, I was like my N-word spot on. I was going to say maybe he's on the other side of the conversation where he feels like sex addiction is not a real thing.
A lot of
That's
people
what
feel like that.
But they do.
They
That's what I'm
dismiss
saying.
It's like, yeah, of course I like sex. I'm human.
It's giving defund the police. I know what you're trying to do, but it's not landing exactly how you want. Like sex addiction, people take it as, I got to hit it all the time, my G, and it's not.
Yes, and this was, it says, to the thoughts, we need to give this man some grace. He's not racist. He's a white man who genuinely loves this culture. We should check ourselves before we go off on him. We're hearing him through a, quote, white man filter. And if you turn that filter down about 70%, it's clear. He actually cares. That guy from last week, though, he was just wrong. He needs therapy and an exit strategy from his echo chamber. Who is he talking about?
That emailer a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, who was going off on you?
Yeah, who was
sent like 8 emails,
okay.
Yeah, and was like really let me have it.
Well, he says, I have a lot more to say, but I don't want to take up time. Stay up. You're 100% the best show out there.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, you.
Thanks, bro.
That just triggered in my brain something I screwed up this week. The Drewski convo. Because I kind of think we had exhausted our opinion about like whiteface. Y'all know we don't really care about like
We've had this conversation.
Erica Kirk and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But a clip came across Ebro's algo.
We love the algo.
With 2 white women with blonde hair talking about the Drewski clip.
Oh, you want to show it to
They were
us?
mad about
Do
it?
we have that, Rasan?
And I just want to remind you, Erica Kirk is their, this is their savior. What Drewski said, this shit's true. Play the clip.
Let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
Okay, so let me just tell you something. How dangerous that shit is. How horrific, and what a racist monster Erica Kirk is. That is so disgusting and so disingenuous when everybody knows the experience that Black kids have navigating the United States of America and an apartheid policing system and an apartheid court system that's rigged for sons, my sons that look like me, to be able to go have an easier walk down the street, an easier drive in the car, an easier traffic pullover, an easier experience at court. And she's playing into their victimhood. And I guarantee you, all the white women, every single white woman that follows Charlie Kirk that has a son, go look at who their sons follow. Go look. These are the kids that bathe in right-wing bro culture.
Yeah, that's, first of all, I don't know why she singled out male men like that. I think male men
Erica
are fine.
Kirk. Well, and also that woman talking right there, her name is Jennifer Welch. Good follow. She's always cursing out white people and like really someone who is, I think she's a pretty well-off white lady. And this has been something that she's been passionate about at least the last 2 years. And I don't know her whole backstory, but I remember reading that she was more of like almost like a moderate liberal, like we were talking about the other day. That's kind of had this kind of like, whoa. I'm a white person, and we need to be more aggressive and vocal. This isn't like a marginalized folks fight. This is actually white folks fight if we want to get this right.
Yeah. There's a few strong white voices out there, like Tizzy, ENT. He's one. There's this one guy, I forgot. He is a ex-MAGA, but now he is like, he's a doctor. So he's always talking about Trump's dementia. And he's like, this is why. He's another one who's pretty good.
No, listen, that was really well put together. That whole thing that Erica Kirk said, that whole like a call out to young white men, as if young white men are like this disenfranchised group that needs help, is, there are disenfranchised people who need help of all backgrounds, but the way that was said, the way she put that, was completely creepy and design and very specific.
I'm listening to this podcast called Incels. So it's like a deep dive on that world. I'm only like on episode 2. But
Was this the one from a few years ago?
I don't know. I don't know, but I found it in the podcast on the trusty Apple podcast section. But it's very interesting, and I think a lot of people should get informed about that whole incel society because it's affecting your children.
There's something I want to articulate right now before we get back to the emails. I'm gonna need you guys' help.
All right.
The whole idea that white males feel disenfranchised or are trying to find things in society that are oppressive to white people or white males, or this kind of like white males are under attack business that's been circulating since kind of the anti-DEI wave of the last election cycle. It feels like it's rooted in this thing of like, you know, blowback from companies, workplaces, whatever, trying to make a concerted effort to culturally include people who have historically been culturally excluded or made to feel like they don't really have a place at the table. And so people were carving out space.
Yes, it's the idea that by calling out past injustice, there was an overcorrection, and now you need to push things back to how they used to be because now it's unfair to white people.
Right. And so the privileged group, and in this scenario, we're talking about American society. The privileged group, the whites, and specifically white males, because the winds of change were, you know, afoot, if you will. They were made uncomfortable about the transgressions of their grandparents and forefathers and this whole thing. And so now they're fighting back against a feeling, not a reality, a feeling. That's how privileged they were, that there was a conversation.
Yeah, we don't like this feeling.
I don't like how you're making me feel.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it affects me, but I don't like how it feels.
But I don't like that when I showed up to work, you want to have a conversation about how the world is disenfranchising you. That's disenfranchising me.
Yeah, I never heard of Diwali. And the fact that we have a sign up in the kitchen saying we're going to celebrate Diwali.
And you want me to learn something new?
What? That makes me feel, by you trying to include my Indian coworkers, it makes me feel like you want to exclude me. What about my white holidays?
You should.
But it goes back to why isn't there White History Month?
Yes.
A thing I used to hear. You remember when people used to say that? That was the pre-internet guys, when white people were just out here saying their loose things in public. I remember, but why isn't there White History Month? It's literally that as an ideology.
Yes.
That's what anti-DEI is. It's why isn't there White History Month as a political ideology? In other words, you're too dumb to understand what the conversation is.
And so now we've come on this DEI thing, and a lot of companies who weren't really committed to it, but post George Floyd thought it was the right thing to do and the right look for them to have and whatever. Now we're dovetailing in, and I don't know if you guys are seeing more and more of this, but this conversation about like, what is it? Islamophobia and Muslims taking over.
Yeah.
You know, Mamdani, the mayor of London. You know, Muslim. There's
We're giving
a
our country
problem here. We're giving our country.
Radical Muslims have taken over England, and now they're taking over America.
And you saw Piers Morgan was like, only 3% of the population.
Yeah. No, the fact that Piers is on our side now.
Piers is like,
wild.
And
it's not a flip. It just shows how crazy the right has gone.
Yeah, it's gone too far.
Because he was a right-center kind of guy, and now it's gone to this other. And he's like, "Whoa, where are y'all going?"
What are you saying?
I saw him arguing with that guy. Like, I'll take you to England. We can go to all the places.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's not happening. What are you saying?
Well, and also, I think for people, there's 2 billion, according to my Googles, Muslims on Earth. 2 billion.
Yes.
If you're a global citizen, as the term goes, like you're a part of the planet.
Globalist.
Almost every country has Muslim
You're
folks
going
in
to
it.
have Muslim
Everyone.
folks in it.
Yeah.
Now, back to where I started. If you are uncomfortable because now you're hearing about it more, their holidays, seeing them more because they're a few generations in society, and so they have jobs that are like, somewhat equal with the rest of the population because they have bought homes and went to schools and higher education and gotten their way upward mobility in society, working hard, and that makes you uncomfortable. You're the problem.
Hello.
That's what people have to come to terms with. If learning something new, seeing new individuals in society earn their way up, get their accolades and hit whatever opportunities are available, and that makes you uncomfortable, you need to examine that. The problem is
why
not
you
them.
feel that discomfort.
Why are you made uncomfortable because someone else's story is being told?
Well, because it makes the playing field getting more even, it makes it harder for the people who were advantaged.
Not if you weren't mediocre and you really are accustomed to doing hard work.
But they were mediocre.
But that just speaks to your privilege. You only exist in the space you have because somebody gifted you that after harming someone else.
But now that
they can't harm that other group, exclude that other group with the protection of the government, you're uncomfortable.
Well, and in some cases, there's by good companies a concentrated effort to try to have the people who were originally hurt be in an equal footing position, a position of equal footing. That numbers-wise lowers your chances because when they weren't being considered, some of the mediocre whites had to get through. Now some of those mediocres are getting pushed out as qualified people of color are getting an opportunity.
But not necessarily. Not based on the numbers on paper, Rosenberg.
What do you mean it's still not happening?
No, it's just that's not the way the numbers on paper are. While people are gaining whatever social mobility and economic equity, if you want to call it, they're accustomed to, white people have not lost financial footing in society. They haven't lost CEO positions. That's not a thing.
Oh, well, yeah. No, that's definitely not a thing so far.
It's not a thing. It's not, at least on the paper.
But who cares about the CEO positions? It doesn't affect the CEO positions, and the highest positions aren't who's having these conversations. I'm not saying those people aren't bigots.
How about
also.
this? But now
it's the entry level position,
right? But now you got to where I really want to get.
Right.
It's the CEOs and the elites that are creating the narrative that are now making you feel like you need to attack.
Right.
Because it protects them, because they know you're a regular, hardworking person. You're not interested or not capable of being on their corporate level. And so they can use you to get society to be divided while they take all the resources for themselves. Because you and your generations before you never got to the resources either. No. You're still just poor and white. But they got you thinking that the immigrant is the problem.
I saw someone having this exact conversation it was in relation to Jewish people. And I don't know if you've seen this one moving around, though. It was about how the rise in people being anti-Semitic are like how much they're missing the plot. Like that your whole idea of like the Jew, for example, you are missing who's really running the world.
It's elite.
And the Jews are there in the perfect position to make poor white people, poor black people, poor everyone go, it's them. Because if you're pointing at them, you're not pointing at who it really is, who's been running this entire thing. This elite thing that's so much bigger than that. The Jews have been the scapegoat for that over and over and over again throughout society.
Yes.
Right now, we just happen to be really good at making it really be us.
Well, and if you really want to get off of one of me and Rosenberg's private conspiracy theories,
wow.
and
it's like, wait a second,
and the fact that people can convert to Judaism, from all walks of life, right? That's a thing.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Where individuals get to use Judaism as a sword,
if they want to,
right? You could just convert, and be like, I'm one of the chosen people now. And that's my homeland too.
The chosen people, one of the worst. Add that to sex addiction and defund the police. The chosen people did not work out well as a real fundamental problem.
Yeah,
terrible fundamental problem.
Right, because if
no one's chosen.
If I'm a billionaire and I want to move in a certain way and use the oppression Olympics to my favor, but I'm not a black person. And I'm not I'm not a brown Spanish speaking person. What is the thing I can convert to act like I'm oppressed?
Yeah, but do you have any good examples of that happening?
I'm sure I can find some.
They're probably around.
I'm sure I can find some.
There are definitely some people who use their Judaism though and weaponize it while having no connection to it whatsoever. That's definitely a thing.
And that's just as bad. You're not a religious person.
No, it's not even
but
a part of
you're acting like you're being religiously persecuted.
Right, and it's not really a part of your life even. You know what I mean? Or you have a name that doesn't even indicate that you're Jewish. In other words, you could completely, if you want to not be a part of it, you have the choice at any single moment.
That's right.
Anytime. We have to show some Family Matters videos and stuff, guys.
You guys want to get to it?
Yeah, let's go.
We have
Family
to.
Matters
People wait
videos
for
on a
this.
Family Fought Friday.
And I still don't know if we're getting to the gurus today.
Which video you got?
What do you have over there, Baskin? You throw one up and we'll talk about it.
All right.
We'll figure it out when we see it. Oh, this is my cousin's mom showing Maya how to do more.
Yo, let me tell you, that's powerful right there.
Good job, Maya girl.
Now she just got to lock in on what it means.
No, she did.
Oh, in that moment.
Yeah.
No, in that she did it over time, and then that was the one time I caught it. We were at a restaurant. That's my Aunt Amy. She's not my aunt and my uncle divorced many years ago, but she was my aunt when I was little.
We're all people of color. We call people aunts and uncles. That ain't
Facts, it doesn't even matter.
So what are you talking
I
about?
could just call her anyone. It's my cousin. That's my sister. Right. Anyways, she was giving Maya ice, right? Really for the first time. We've never really given Maya ice like that. And Maya was done eating, so she was giving her little pieces of ice to like just suck on. And Maya was into it. And I was like, you know me, I'm dad scared of everything. I'm like, ice, she's good with ice? She was like, it's fine. Ice melts. It works. Whatever.
Yeah, even if she chokes on it, it'll eventually
It's going to melt
anyway.
and go down. It doesn't matter. So Maya started to really enjoy it. So then she started playing the more game with her. And Maya's obviously seen this from watching Miss Rachel.
Yes.
But we haven't really focused on it at all. Aww. And yeah, so that was the first time she did it. But then the next time she gave her ice, when she was done with it, without prompting her, Maya was just like,
got the results she needed.
And wanted to get the ice.
More. I did mas.
I know, because you're trying to double.
Mas.
Well,
Laura, it's the same thing.
I know, but I'm
But
saying
she's
Kenza would say mas.
Oh. I thought you were trying to talk to us like we didn't know mas.
No. I love that.
And Selassie
Yeah, it was
still,
very
by the
cool.
way, Selassie still does it.
Really?
And she has all the words.
Right.
And but in the middle of like, I know I need results right now.
Right.
And
This
I
was
know
like, more.
Right. I'm gonna get the results I need.
That's so dope.
So cute.
Yeah.
It was a nice moment.
I threw in a few things on the Selassie update for the week. What do we got? Bascom. Oh, here we go.
Ready? You hold on as long
Hanging
as you can.
contest.
Okay?
I think it's gonna count.
Okay. Ready?
You know, Selassie's in gymnastics. She likes to climb.
Go.
Whoa.
3, 4,
Good job.
6,
Feel like it.
7, 8,
She hang in there though.
9, 10, 11,
Good job.
12, 13.
Wow. And that's
She clapped. I did that.
I love the clap.
And you know me, you were under duress, Selassie. Hands were hurting. Mm-hmm. But you hung in there.
That's right. Literally.
We're gonna build on that.
She literally hung in there.
That's right. So then we go to gymnastics and we work on that every week, where now we want to get that up to like, 15, 16 seconds. You guys are saying, Ebro, relax, she's 2. Exactly.
That's exactly right, though. That's when it's the time.
That's when it's the time to teach her
It's
how to.
not
You know
now,
what I mean?
then when?
Exactly.
So cute.
If you ain't gonna start today, you ain't starting tomorrow.
I love it.
Oh, that
What
was
else we
amazing.
got?
What else we got? Fired these up.
Oh, here we go. Hanging out with Big Sis and her friends before dance class.
She's mine. She's mine, guys.
Does she love the big girls?
Oh, she thought she was like really in the friend group. And I told her enjoy it now, because in a minute your sister's not going to want you hanging around her and her friends because you'll be annoying. Look at Issa. Loves bringing her little sister around.
For now.
Cute.
For now. So,
So stinking
I
cute.
know.
No, it's good. It's good. You want to see it. It's what you want to see. I think I threw a photo in there, didn't I? There you go.
Yay! So cute. I love it.
Drawn at the park. Oh, that's right. We went to see Peppa Pig at NJ Pack.
Wait, her first concert?
Well, that's what it's called. It's called Peppa Pig, My First Concert.
Let's go.
Oh, that's right. Getting those hands up. We've been working on them hands.
Who gave her the little WWE
It's one of these
title?
classes she goes to.
They had an old WWE tag. I think that's a tag title. Tag title.
Yeah. But it's not really metal. It's like
No, I can see.
construction
Yes,
paper or
bro.
something.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But anyway, we're working on them hands. We're getting them hands up.
All right.
Wow, this girl is filled with activities.
You have to.
I know.
Yeah, you have to.
We're on our
Have
way.
to.
Well, check mine out. Mine is very interesting.
Here we go.
So this is Kenza, right?
Oh boy.
All right, here we go.
We had
What music you got for this, Ebro?
Hold on. So, the school, we're celebrating a historical figure, right? So all the kids came and drew their version of it. So Ricardo and I go to the presentation. We're like, oh my God, show us your drawing. We're so excited. So she's excited to show us. She goes, look, Mommy. She shows it to me. Like, oh, tell me about it. This is the historical figure's name. I'm not going to say. And she's dead.
There's a child who's obsessed with the dead. Blood, guts, gore, sharks, fire. Kenza loves the dead. Coming April.
Bro, there was another parent next to me, and she was like,
These skill kids.
That's right.
oh, okay, with a face, a judgmental face, and walked away.
Yo.
And then Kenza's like, don't worry, Mommy, it happened a long time ago.
Oh, it's not recent death.
Yeah. A long time ago. And then there was a series of hearts on the side. I said, tell me about this. She was like, she was loved.
Now,
No, she didn't. She added she was loved.
She said they loved her. They loved her.
Yo.
now I want you guys to listen to something carefully. We've been playing this drop for a long time. And I think now's the appropriate time for me to point this out.
I know what you're going to say.
Listen to what Kenza actually says
I know.
here.
F these skill kids.
Oh my God.
She says, F these kill kids.
I don't know why she said that.
F these skill kids.
I know. She said kill kids, not little kids. F these, kill kids.
My
F these skill kids.
my creepy kid.
You-
My creepy kid.
Play the music again.
Yeah, incredible.
I mean, she loves Wednesday.
Coming up this week on My Creepy Kid. Kenza strikes again. Which child will bathe in blood as the Senorita of Death strikes again?
The senorita. Look at her face.
There she is, Kenza,
So proud.
looking for her next victim.
Starring in.
F these skill kids.
F these, kill kids, says Kenza. You better hope it's not your kid.
Yo.
Yeah.
Listen. There's one or two ways this goes. Either in 6 months we've moved on to something else,
Yes.
or we know Kenza's on her way to becoming a psychotic killer. I feel good about the first option,
Yeah, no, she'll be
but I can't put the second option at 0.
No,
I can't in good faith, Ebro, put it at 0. I got to put it at like 3%.
Let's get to the guru.
It's time for the gurus. Rosenberg. Laura, you know you are a beautiful queen. Ebro, don't ever play yourself. You're not a guru.
Now we hanging out on a Friday.
All right.
Hanging out.
TheOrignalGurus at gmail.com. TheOrignalGurus at gmail.com. That's where you email us. Where the gurus unite to fight for what's right. Burn the sage, bro. Hi, Rosenberg. Who's out there? Who's writing to us? Who needs us?
Zen.
Who needs our help?
So many, Laura, are in need when they write to TheOrignalGurus at gmail.com. TheOrignalGurus at gmail.com. Send your email. You know what I mean? We'll talk to you. The people. Yeah, send your emails today so I have some for next week. We start here. All right, where'd it go? Oh, what the hell?
Oh, come on.
Give me a second. Everyone relax. Oh, here we go. Good morning. Hello, I just wanted to say, take the stress out of wedding planning. I guess this comes from our wedding planning person.
Okay, yeah, because I remember I said I was looking for one. Was that when Rosenberg wasn't here the other day when I was talking about Laura? I wanted Laura to plan our wedding. And Laura was like, yeah, nah.
Well, they said, take the stress out of wedding planning by just saying F it and go to the justice of the peace. There are people who want a wedding, and then there are people who want to get married. Me and my husband went to get married, so we wanted to get married, so we went to the justice of the peace, and it was great. He looked at me 2 weeks prior and said, let's get married next Friday. I said, okay. We sent out an email, and then my sister made an invitation, sent it to everyone we knew. Our immediate family came and gave love, and I had 3 friends and their 4 kids, and 8.5 years later, it's still one of the happiest days of my life. Love is love no matter how or where it's confirmed. Best wishes, Liz.
Aww.
I don't agree with that. I don't disagree with that sentiment. I definitely think that can be what works. But also, I have gotten to know Jazz a bit over the years. And from what I've gathered from Jazz, I feel like while, yes, ultimately, of course, she would just be happy if y'all got married, she is an event person and a beautiful thing appreciator.
Both things, by the way.
And both can be true.
Well, no, and both can happen.
And I just want to make sure that it's okay.
Listen, Jazz isn't worried about a marriage certificate, the legality of marriage. Jazz wants that, and we'll have that. We will do that. She wants, and I want, and we want to celebrate
this happening.
Yes.
Our life.
That you found and put together.
And that we put together
but that's
with
why
others.
That's why the emailer's kind of getting it a little backwards. I see what they're saying, but they're being like, hey, it's not about that. It's about getting married.
Right.
In this case, they've basically already been married.
Yes.
They have a child. They have a home. So the marriage part is actually less important. And the celebration part is actually more important.
The wedding.
And it's okay
right,
to
the wedding,
want
not the
it.
certificate.
Yeah, it's okay to want it. If you want a beautiful gathering with your loved ones, it's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love going to weddings of people I love. So you should
Yeah,
absolutely
we're going to get
have it.
dressed up, goddamn.
Yeah.
And we're going to spend money, goddamn.
And people are going to celebrate this thing
And
of
we're going to
ours.
sip a beverage or two and take some damn pictures.
And do the whole thing.
And do some things.
But you can. But your point, you can also do both. Should it make sense to? And by the way, there's also a beautiful version of it that's understated. Like we're inviting the 30 people closest. Y'all want to come to the courthouse? We're going there, and then we rent out a restaurant afterwards, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
and that could be all you need. It could be
Listen,
one of the happiest days of your life.
The benefactor, if you're concerned about finances or health, because I've, throughout my life, people have said that. But what if something happens to you? Who's going to be your power of attorney? I was like, well, can't I just put that on a document?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I can put that on my life insurance. I can put that on the house. I can just name somebody to do that. So whether you go down and get married at the Justice of the Peace or whatever it is, or and not do the ceremony, or for some people they've done all the paperwork and they just do the ceremony, and there's actually no legal documentation of a marriage for whatever their financial.
Yes.
What is that called? Prenuptial things are.
Right.
Some people do it that way.
Yeah.
And there's a whole conversation going around right now. I don't know if you guys seen that since the Keke Palmer, when she was, I forget what show she was on. Good Morning America, one of them shows where she was talking about she wants to have a husband and live somewhere.
Live next
completely
door, down
different.
the street. Yeah.
There's people who just want to be married to someone that they love and like spending time with, but they live separate places. So, like, in my mind, y'all just dating. But you went and got a certificate. There's all different types of versions of this.
Yeah, but that's exactly. Your version could be, to me, the living together is the marriage.
Right.
For some people, it could be like, no, it's not. The marriage is the commitment I feel to that person. It's not going to be share a space. I don't want to share a space with
Exactly.
you. Speaking of which, this is a good way to close out because there's not really associated the gurus on that. Right? I mean, that was just giving their thoughts, and thank you for your thoughts. Send your emails, theoriginalgurus@gmail.com. I'll give you guys the breakdown of how it all played out next week, but the move is complete.
Oh, here we go. Is this? Wait, hold up.
Oh, boy. All right.
So that's the end of the Gurus.
Yes, we can hit the outro music. It's time to wrap this up. The move is complete. Get into some more details next week. But I'm feeling very blessed and grateful that we got through it.
Okay.
And that it immediately was clear in what has been a series of decisions that we were not happy with. 2 nights ago, our first night there, it was very clear, like, this was the right decision. We are happy. Like, it just feels good to be here. Natalie moved into that place, and it was a place that I had shared with my ex. So that anyone who's been through that knows there's baggage built into those situations. There was something about leaving it and coming back that has been wonderful. So listen, I'm just expressing gratitude. Gratitude to my wife for handling all the business while I was still going to work, and I went to friggin' Monday Night Raw in the middle of our move. No, a lot was happening.
Work.
But it was work also. But still, that doesn't change the fact that I was sitting there with a drink in my hand in the second row at an episode of Raw.
I mean, it's not like you left her at a hospital with a baby and came and filmed a show that you had backup for. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Wait, you didn't.
Why you gotta go?
Why you
Because
doing?
he was over there joking. Acting like Monday Night Raw was a stretch.
No, this is why we need the camera on Basco. I know. Listen, we got plans.
Giggling like Monday Night Raw was a stretch.
Right.
What are you doing?
He's doing it. Yo, he takes our job seriously. That's honestly all you
he
want.
Said making money.
Right.
He didn't want to lose as if he's not going to send in an invoice with the same price he he was going to send in an invoice that deducted a couple of days.
Right, or we were going to let him go. We were going to let him go because he went to the hospital. Anyways, it was great to leave our old apartment. Super, super happy about it. So, shouts to my lovely wife, Natalie.
Aww.
And we have someone helping us with the baby that has been, thank you, Laura, who it came through Laura's person, that we have, that's the life changer of all life changers. It's been a good few days in the Rosenberg household. So, chalk one up for the good guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are the good guys?
Us, against, the evil of the world that was my old living situation.
That you created for yourself.
Well, I chose to go with them. And let me tell you about the sticker next door. Oh, it was crazy, bro. No, it's crazy what's going on.
Hey, listen, Hype Button. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all on Monday. Wait, what happened with Lou? Oh, yes. On the out, we'll look at the intro. This is from the kind of weekly rewind. We showed some clips earlier. But this is King Lou on the intro.
An intro on the outro.
Intro on the outro, as we love to do here. Let's see it.
Hey, y'all, what's good? It's King Louie,
what's good?
a.k.a. Breaking Lou.
I need volume.
Like man on all the social media, in case you ain't know, and on the chats. And here is what you missed on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show.
He's got the Yankee hat properly
placed. Bro.
He's rubbing his hand. Yo, if you ain't know, I'm the social media.
By the way, that also reminds me of an email we got this week. Earlier in the week, a topic we did about someone trying to date.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I'm just saying I think it might help that person if they took down the Michael Jordan poster from the wall like they're 17 years old in 1995. Okay? If we want to find ourselves a relationship, you need artwork, not posters. If you could get it at Sam Goody, that's a data reference. If you could get it.
If it came in a cereal box.
If it was rolled up and you bought it at Spencer Gifts, it's not artwork, it's a poster, folks. Let's clean it up, Lou.
Nah, it's rough in here, man. It's rough.